And meanwhile, the IDF has drawn up battle plans for Lebanon following intensive fighting with Hezbollah, and Hezbollah releasing drone footage of northern Israel as a threat. What do you make about the timing, and what should we expect?
Well, what we've seen over the last month is a steady escalation along the northern front. I don't know how many people who are not supporters of Israel or are not up to date actually follow the events and know how dangerous the situation is and how close we are to an all-out war between Israel and Hezbollah. I don't want to be an alarmist, but I really think that people around the world, those who don't support Israel, need to be cognizant of the precarious situation that we are all in. And, you know, people have been busy with counting aid trucks coming into Rafah and the amount of Palestinians who have moved from one location to another, as if that was the most important thing. The real action and the real threat to regional stability is up north, because that is where the biggest, most horrible and worst armed Iranian proxy is, and that is Hezbollah in Lebanon. And if anybody really cares about civilians getting killed, about suffering, about regional war, then look to northern Lebanon and hold the Lebanese government responsible and hold Iran and Hezbollah responsible, because that is where the real threat to regional stability is. Too many people are not paying attention, and we know how things start. It starts with enemies attacking Israel, then they continue with Israel defending itself in retaliating against those enemies. And then we all know the massive pressure that will be mounted, not on the terrorists, not on the supporters in Tehran, but on Israel to stop defending itself because of horrible images coming out of Lebanon. We've seen that movie before. We don't want to see it again. But I can assure you that Israel has very few options on the table to assure the security and the safety of Israeli civilians. And at the end of the day, that is what Israel will have to be doing.